The Executive Director, Lord Stella Leadership Foundation, Reverend Father George Eusami, has disclosed that the resumption of the 13 candidates for the 2 Master of Arts degree in psycho-spiritual therapy, including 30 candidates for a year postgraduate diploma in psycho-spiritual trauma healing, have resumed their studies in the temporary campus in Abuja. Reverend Father George made this disclosure during the press conference on the establishment of the Nigerian campus of the Psycho-Spiritual Institute of Lost Terra Leadership Foundation in Abuja. He stated that from 2016 to date, the institute has run a week-long certificate course in basic psycho-spiritual trauma healing skills for medical and paramedical workers, humanitarian workers, and sundry volunteers who, by the nature of their work, interacts daily with depressed, distressed, and traumatized persons. He noted that the mental health awareness is very low in Nigeria, saying that Nigeria government and its people has not gained sufficient awareness that mental health care requires as much as attention as physical health care. He emphasized that the training dynamics at Psycho-Spiritual Institute will place great premium on the wholesome personality growth and integration with the transformation of the training therapist in such a manner that they can be function effectively as it is.
Nigerians have been living through circumstances that are morally equivalent to war, with devastating consequences for their psycho-emotional well-being and that of their family members. In addition to the escalating violence all over the country in the last few years is the phenomenon of widespread substance abuse, especially among our youths all over the country, including students of secondary schools and tertiary institutions. Indeed, many young people are becoming addicted to drugs and alcohol, which increases criminality in society. We are also witnessing an increasing level of marital breakdown and family dysfunction, spousal and domestic violence, as well as divorce, which often leave the offspring of the marriages in great distress and sometimes vulnerable to a variety of psychopathologies. This is apart from the fact that most of those whose marriages collapse irretrievably do sustain deep emotional wounds that require psychological support towards healing and well-being. To compound all the already bad situations outlined above, we may add the very high unemployment rate, including graduate unemployment, and the resultant extreme poverty and destitution that many Nigerian individuals and families face today. Sadly, Nigeria is a country where mental health awareness, even among the educated segments of the population, is very low indeed. Generally across the country, the Nigerian people and government have yet to gain sufficient awareness that mental health care requires as much attention as physical health care, and that effective healthcare delivery in the contemporary society should take a holistic approach, taking into cognizance the human person's physiological, psycho-emotional, spiritual, and social well-being, rather than focusing on only one or two limited dimensions of the complex human reality. Lux Terra's intervention. In the year 2013, the Psycho-Spiritual Institute of Lux Terra Leadership Foundation was established specifically to respond to some of the above challenges from a uniquely integrated, multidisciplinary, psycho-spiritual and cultural perspective, whereby the resources of religion and spirituality are combined with the resources of modern psychological sciences to facilitate healing as well as wholesome growth and development. The Kenyan campus of the Institute, which took off in 2013, was affiliated to the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, Nairobi, Kenya, and has over the last 11 years produced 9 sets of